Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Tuesday, the 8th of April, 2025. So we'll start off as per usual with the synoptic chart. So this was as of midnight last night. We're still nicely under the influence of this high pressure that's just sat out the North Sea at the moment. And if I run that through to midday today, as you can see, it's just leaving us a nice general easterly flow. And looking forward to tomorrow. No significant change particularly. So to Friday, Thursday and Friday, both going to be pretty good. Right, so as you'd expect, because of that, there's no significant cloud cover over UK at the moment, and we're certainly going to be very pleasant where we are at the moment. And because of that, of course, no rain either. Notice there's a little bit of rain out of Ireland. That was there yesterday as well, probably just to do with that warm front or that cold front actually that was dissipating around that low pressure out into the Atlantic, but certainly not going to affect us here today. And if I run through the predicted Met Office rain forecast, as you'd expect, no rain at all in the south of the country. Okay, so if I look for the local TAF then at Odium, well, it's an hour 38 minutes ago, but the local report is giving 4 knots from the north, few clouds at 600 foot, which is just burnt off, and otherwise a very, very pleasant day. Is 10k or more. And if I run through Farnborough, see if they've got an update. No, they haven't, but fundamentally they're talking 0303 knots, becoming 060 later on Cav OK, 10k or more visibility. Spot winds today are giving us on the surface around about 090. Notice as we get higher, it's becoming variable, a bit like yesterday, really. The sort of wind speed is not increasing significantly with height, but basically on the ground is going to be an easterly flow, and windy confirms that nicely with a 5 knot northeasterly breeze. Local forecast, sunshine all day, max temperature around about 15 they're indicating here, feeling more like 13, 5-6 knots from the northeasterly, and they're giving gusts earlier on to 16, but really we're not going to have any significant gusts today. Visibility very, very good, and the pollen count, if you saw the BBC please make sure that you've got whatever medication you may need if you suffer from the pollen. GFS is indicating max temperature today of 13 degrees with a dew point down at 3. And view outside the window at the moment is a very, very pleasant 3 or 4 knots from the northeast as predicted. At the ground at the moment, 6 degrees, dew point down at 2.5 degrees, and a very, very gentle 4 knot breeze. Top Meteo is giving us an indication of blue thermals from around about 11 o'clock. And by midday, they're talking about blue thermals to around about 3,200, 3,300 feet thereabouts. Notice the absence of cumulus that Top Meteo is giving, except later on in the day, Q is going to start popping up further to the north. But so this is as at 2 o'clock today, they're talking about, 4,000 feet thermals, and then the Q pops in over north of Oxford, around about to about 5,000 feet later on today. Skysight, on the other hand, is indicating it's going to be blue here all day. Blue thermals are around about 3,500 feet thereabouts. 5 knots wind on the ground roughly from the east-northeasterly direction. Not indicating the gusts that the local forecast is indicating. And if I run through the Skysight cross section, you can see that they're talking about thermals from about 11 o'clock onwards. 3 knots climbs, they're claiming up to around about 4,400 feet thereabouts. Okay, no Thames wise then, if we just run through my list to get down to it for you. So we'll try and make this a little bit bigger. So 20 is live firing at Barton Stacey today, surface to 1600 feet. 21 is flare firing at Waverley. That's not going to be till 6 p.m. today. 24, danger area 132, Ash Ranges is active today, all day to 850 feet. 25 is flare firing at Camberley, surface to 1300 feet, but again, not until 6 p.m. local time. Stretch out a little bit further. 29 is parachute jumping at Shrivenham, surface to 6,000 feet between 9 o'clock and 1 o'clock. And also in the middle of that, there's a 31, which is parachute jumping at Farringdon, surface to 7,500 feet, 10 o'clock till 2 o'clock local. And 33 in amongst that as well is multiple paragliders, Vale of White Horse, surface to 1,250 feet. 36 is a little Upper Risington, it's saying, parachute jumping up surface to 11,500 feet. 35 is live firing Otmore, and 38 is danger area 129 is active for the day. So if you do wander out that way, please be aware of them NOTAMs. So let's look again at today's operation, and I hope we didn't lose all that. So the cross section is giving us surface wind of 0608 knots. Few Q. They're talking about Odium are giving us Q locally, but I'm not convinced we're going to get it. But hey, let's see who wins. Base around about 4,500 feet, and that's certainly the height that the blue thermals will be going to thereabouts. Viz is unlimited at 40k or more, which is good. No warnings. No reported movements today. There were no reported movements yesterday, but they squeezed a jet in. So, we need to be on our toes. So I may hear something later, and we may have some movements later. So light north, east north winds. Lightly blue all day, thermic from 11 till 5. Thermals to 4,000 foot possible, and Q further north of Oxford. Glass is drying out nicely. We have two K21s on the 5-day course. They're out there already. The launch point is all set up. A K13 and a K21 for trial flights as either or, depending on what the trial flight instructor wants to take. K13 is booked by club members this afternoon, K21 by club members, and remaining two-seats are available for the casual list, and we will require an instructor, please. SH4, SH8 and SH9 are booked at various stages of the day. SH6 currently is free and available. We're going to set up on 09. The launch point is out there already, winching to the south, aerotow to the north, take off on the grass and land on the grass north and south sides. Please, a little wash down, wipe down at the end of the day. The mud shouldn't be an issue anymore now, but we do need to clean the bugs off the glider's wings. Remember the buggies are not insured for people not in seats, and simulator is available as per normal. So setup today, standard 09 setup, winching to the south, aerotowing to the north, winch on the south side grass, and just be careful, please, about rolling over, or please don't roll over the lazy runways, certainly in the heavy two-seaters, because they're just cutting up the tyres at £700 a time. We really don't want to waste money on that. Okay, I shall see you out on the launch point shortly. I should have mentioned, actually, I don't think there's going to be that many gliders are going to want a club grid type launch. There may be 10 or 12 or so, and I think we could probably accommodate them in the normal aerotow launch point area, as in on the runway. If there is a desire for a lot more gliders, then just set up a grid in usual position on the north side up to the peritrack there, and we'll launch you as a separate group. But I don't think it's going to be that much of a rush to get that many gliders into the air today. All right, thank you. I'll see you out there shortly. Bye.